Oh baby YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy SalvationsElite. We are back with another video, guys. Man, it's been a while. It feels like I haven't been on the channel in forever. It's been like, what, about a week or so? I've been moving down to Arizona from Nebraska because I'm doing an internship down in Arizona this semester with a fantasy football podcast down here, the Fantasy Footballers. Basically, I've just been really busy moving in, getting comfortable, getting settled in. I still don't have my actual, a good desk. I'm using kind of like a borrowed setup right now for the desk and everything. So getting all that figured out. Obviously, I am very excited to rep this Nebraska shirt today in this video because this is the first weekend to college football for the season, and I am extremely excited to see what Nebraska can do and what all of college football can look like this season. It's gonna be a good year, but obviously we're not talking about college football. We're talking about Call of Duty. What I've been missing this week is the start of Rostermania, and oh my word, guys. Oh my word. 100 Thieves is in the CWL, guys. Finally, it's official. I mean, I couldn't be more excited. It's exactly what Call of Duty needs. Call of Duty needs Nade Shot back in the sport, back in the esport. It kind of feels like Tiger Woods coming back to golf in a way, but just not in the, you know, not in the exact same sense because Tiger's still playing. But I mean, with a guy like Nade who started 100 Thieves and was on OpTic for so long and really grew the sport into what it was, it's awesome to see Nade Shot back in the game. I love it. I love it. There's been some awesome news and a ton that I've missed already, I haven't talked about yet. So of course we gotta talk about all the big news. 100 Thieves, OpTic, maybe Splyce, potentially EU, who knows, TK obviously, and kind of all that news. And that's what we're gonna talk about today. A lot of this is gonna be rumors and speculation. We'll go over the for sure, guaranteed, already signed news right now. So obviously what we know for sure is that Octane, Kenny, and Pharaoh have signed with 100 Thieves. So Octane is base probably going to be the main AR. Kenny a sub. Pharaoh probably a sub. He, he's done a little bit more in the past, but I'm assuming he'll probably be like a support sub, something like that. And then they're waiting on the announcement of the 4th. So the question that everybody is asking is, who's the 4th? Who's going to be the 4th? There are potentially right now a lot of options. So we're going to go through those options real quick because, I mean, it wouldn't be a good video unless we talked about the options. Also, right now, you guys are watching some Black Ops 4 gameplay from the beta. Been stockpiling it, using it throughout this time before we get the Battle Royale in like the next week, basically. So excited. You know I'm about to be going off on the Battle Royale, playing so much of that. So, refocus here, refocus here. I can already hear you saying,
Josh, this is Rostermania video. Don't talk about Battle Royale.
Okay, yeah, I get it, okay? Let's talk about 100 Thieves again. Right now, the most likely options are probably Karma and Dashy. I think they'd rather run an SMG though. So Karma maybe. I'm not sure who 100 Thieves would want here. The rumors are all just completely rumors. I don't really believe any of them wholeheartedly. Personally, if I was 100 Thieves, I would be pursuing either Jkap or Apathy. Like I said, Karma, Dashy, Enable maybe, Zuma, Hook. Those are all names that might get thrown in there when 100 Thieves is probably talking. But the most likely options, I think, are Karma, Jkap, Dashy, or Apathy maybe. I don't really know if Apathy would leave a championship team or not. It's, again, completely up for opinion, up for debate at this point, and it could legitimately be anybody right now, which is why it's so fun. I would vote for Jkap if I was 100 Thieves right off the bat. He's a vocal leader who, would help lead that Octane, Kenny, Pharaoh team. He played with Octane in the past, which would make a lot of sense. Octane played really well with him in the past, so I like that a lot. Of course, Dashy, he's so good. I think he's more likely to go to OpTic, so we'll talk about that in a second. It just seems like, Dashy may not fit with that AR role that Octane already has there. I don't know. I don't really love Dashy to 100 Thieves right now with that roster they currently have. Apathy to me makes a lot of sense. He would be an in-game leader. He's a fantastic sub who would pair, Kenny and Apathy in a game like Black Ops 4, I feel like would be absolutely insane, be so good. And when you pair him with Pharaoh and Octane, that's an awesome team that could definitely win a championship. Maybe Enable. I don't know how Kenny and Pharaoh's relationship is with Enable. If maybe that was a reason why they wanted to break up, not sure. But if they are friends, then it would make sense for him to kind of join in there. Zuma and Hook, obviously, talented subs who could probably improve the team significantly. Those make sense just from a Call of Duty side. I don't know if they make sense from the relationships and contract side and all that. OpTic, is, of course, what we have to talk about next. When it comes to OpTic loses Octane. They underperformed all season long. Scump had a down year. Crim had a little bit of a down year. But when it comes to Methods, I believe Methods is a great player. He really is. He's a great guy. He's good to be on OpTic for a personality. He likes creating. He's a really personable person. I think he can capitalize on being on OpTic in the long term, but I don't know if Crim and Scump believe in Methods because of how like the whole thing went down with them bringing in Octane first and then kind of scrambling for a fourth or whatever with Methods. I don't really see Methods staying there, even though I wish he could. So I guess there's kind of two scenarios here. There's a world where Methods stays and they just add in a fourth to replace Octane. Either they add in AR or a flex. Going into Black Ops 4, you could potentially play 3 SMGs on Black Ops 4. So we'll see what happens. Really, they could add a sub, a flex, or an AR if to replace Octane with Methods playing an AR. So who knows? It could be anything, which is kind of exciting. The second scenario is Methods gets dropped. So you got Crim and Scump. Scump, the for sure SMG. Crim potentially could flex. Right now playing SMG, you know, who knows? So then you could potentially bring in anybody into those two roles where that's when I for sure see Dashy coming to OpTic. If in that scenario where Methods gets dropped, I for sure see Dashy coming to OpTic. And then after that, it could be anyone. There's also a scenario where Jkap and John potentially pair together and go to OpTic. I saw that lineup in a Reddit post, baby, and I thought that was kind of interesting because that was a little bit rumored in their breakup, you know, OpTic's breakup in the spring. The other rumor has been Slasher, maybe like a Slasher and John come in, or maybe just Slasher and Dashy with Scump and Crim. That would be pretty nasty. I don't really see Slasher as an OpTic guy though. I don't know if Slasher wants to be on OpTic. It's just never kind of hit me on that way. Maybe I'm wrong, but I just don't see that happening. I could see TJ Halley coming. That would be an interesting one. Halley coming to OpTic. Maybe Zuma or Hook. Again, I don't see FaZe breaking up though, and I don't really see Hook leaving Envy. So those are kind of the problems with those two guys when people are throwing around Zuma or Hook. Right now, I think Dashy, Slasher, and TJ Halley are the most likely to come. There's a world where that Rise team doesn't break up and they stay together and see what they can do on Black Ops 4. So there's so much up in the air right now. Maybe you have to talk about Splyce and EU first, where Splyce, there's rumors that they want to make an international team with some Americans, some Europeans. It's only complete rumors right now with a little bit of Jkap interest that maybe Jkap and John would do that. I don't know. Jkap and John are just thrown out together all the time. Who knows what they're going to do. In my ideal world, Jkap and John join OpTic with Scump and Crim, and Apathy goes to 100 Thieves to join that roster. So you have the Apathy and John and Jkap rivalry. You got Jkap teaming with Scump, you know, like that type of stuff. John teaming with Scump and Crim. There's just a lot of rivalry there. You got the 100 Thieves OpTic rivalry. That would create a lot of awesome storylines that would get me really excited. Okay, this is just solely my opinion. The best roster that OpTic could make is Gunless, John, Crim, and Scump. That would be so good. I feel like that would be unstoppable, and I don't know if they'd ever lose. They'd be so good, but I don't see that one happening. And then with the Splyce rumors again, some people were saying Slasher, Jkap, John, and Jerd on Splyce would be really weird. I don't really see that one happening. Some people are dying by the sword that that's gonna happen. I'm on the fence about that one, to say the least. And then there's the EU rumors that Pristini isn't too happy on EU. I don't know if I believe that. I think EU's gonna stay together personally because of that, like that family bond they have, man, the brothers, and I just don't see how that's gonna break apart. They seem like such a good group. If anything, Fellow, I feel like would get dropped. I'm sorry, Fellow. You're a good guy. I enjoyed talking to you at CoD Champs, but maybe you would get dropped. I don't know. Overall, there's a lot of rumors right now, and that's just what we're sifting through today. As news breaks, obviously I'll keep updating and making more videos about that. Expect some type of video about Blackout this week before it drops, and I am excited to talk about Blackout, Call of Duty, CWL, Black Ops 4 the next few months. Is going to be awesome. I can't wait till it comes out, obviously. That said, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, like, comment, favorite, and subscribe. Share the video if you guys really enjoyed it. I really truly appreciate seeing you guys in the comments down below, seeing the shares on the video. And, you know, guys, with that said, as always, I'm your boy, SalvationsElite, and we will see you next time. I'm out. 20th ranked player in bracket. He was about the 20th ranked player in bracket. That probably had to do with Complexity not playing as well and playing obviously significantly tougher opponents. And Complexity was not playing well, like in that Red Reserve match.